the group came together and just some general information about who you are.
Blue, you can take this, bro. Alright, well, I'm King Blue. I'm the producer of Sore Losers. That's Prince Vince. He's a MC slash rapper. We are based out of Dallas, Texas. And we basically came together through a mutual friend, which is currently big on the Dallas scene, Duro Music, currently known for Ice Cream Paint Job.
Shout out to Duro. He was on 106 in Park today.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I checked.
And yeah, so he basically introduced us to each other, and we worked on a few projects. I moved up to Cali, and we just stayed in contact.
Me and Duro, he stays like right down the street from me.
Oh, that's so cute.
We both went back to high school, played basketball together.
So how long have you guys been together?
For about a year now, right, Blue?
About a year and a half.
For about a year, and I found it interesting when I came across you guys on Twitter that I'd never heard of you before, and then now all of a sudden, just in a few weeks, I see that you've got a lot of performances coming up. Tell me about some of the venues you guys are going to be playing at and who you're going to be performing with.
Blue?
Well, this will be our first show, or this next show coming up will be our first show officially together. Since the group was basically formed while I was in California and Vince was out here.
Yay!
Yay! Finally. So I believe our first show is going to be in Deep Ellum in Dallas, and it's on June 26th. And I believe the other acts that will be there are MC Johnny Specs and Killer MC and a few other rap acts. But we don't sound anything like them, in all honesty.
And just to give a quick shout out to the Lounge, I believe that's where the show's going to be, the Lounge on Elm Street, and Vigilante Music Group for putting that together, who's also helping put together my J Live show on July the 11th. Shameless plug alert. Now I want to get to a question that my review of your music was going to completely revolve around. Don't take this the wrong way. I hope you don't get offended. But can you tell me how much of an influence the Cool Kids have had on just your group's sound and even the look that you're going for right now?
I think we should just...
What?
I'll start it off, though. As far as...
How much of an influence have the Cool Kids had on the Sore Losers in general?
As far as my side, zero. Like, I don't listen to the Cool Kids. Of course, I know who they are. And I've heard a couple of songs. I like their songs, but I really don't listen to rap or hip-hop at all. So, it had zero influence from my half. Now, as far as Blue, you a fan of the Cool Kids, right?
I'm a huge fan of the Cool Kids. I have all their music. Like, I have the whole collection of their music. Whatever's out, I have. And it's not that I don't want to say that in all honesty, like comparing our music to their music, I don't think we sound anything like them at all. And I can see where people would make those assumptions that that we look like them or we're going for that same style. But I feel like our music is more. I see more longevity in our music. I feel like the Cool Kids will die down sooner or later. I don't know. They're too retro, and I just don't see it lasting too much longer. But I feel like our style is completely different.
To answer that, and then we can move on. Like you said, our music, I feel like it's more pop influence, more electro influence, and theirs is more geared around old school hip hop, which I'm a big fan of, but we don't sound too much like.
Yeah,
what do you
like?
Guerillamilk?
Cool Kids are a trend.
Do you think we sound alike at all?
You'll read it in my blog post what my opinion is about that. I will say that I see a lot of similarities. I don't think it's cookie cutter at all. But I do see a lot of similarities in the music and in the style.
Cool kid.
That's really all that I have for you guys. I'm really looking forward to your upcoming shows and to see you perform live. And I think there's a whole other world of Dallas hip hop that you guys are going to be introduced to pretty soon, and hopefully we'll see more of you. Now, did you guys have any questions that you wanted to ask Miss Gorilla Milk?
Of course we do, Miss Gorilla Milk. Our first question is, didn't you say June the 11th you have an event you putting together?
It's July the 11th. I'm bringing down the Almighty J Live, at Justice Live on Twitter, from New York with Homeboy Sandman, and then local acts Deloach and Sivion are going to be performing. DJ Fisher Price put together a lovely mixtape for me, which I just got in my hands yesterday from Headcrack. So we'll be passing those out next week, and DJ Rob Victim will be DJing the show.
That is cool.
That is cool.
We will be there.
Awesome.
I was trying to see if we could get on the stage, but it sounds like you already have it booked and planned, so I don't want to intrude.
You know, it is already booked and planned, but I think there are quite a few acts that want to stroll through, and depending on how time looks, and doors are opening pretty early, and I doubt the main show gets started till a little bit later in the evening, so we might be able to squeeze in at least a song or two. I'm not making any promises, but it's always a possibility.
Sounds good to me, but we will be there, though, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
Awesome. Well, that is all that I have for you guys. It's been a pleasure. I will do my write-up as soon as possible. Check Twitter for updates, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, thank you.
Peace.
Right.